It's just
Hello, this is Matthew. This is Tolu bursting in and making a comment at the beginning. This is Matthew Robert Payne. We've got many videos on this YouTube channel. This is entering into the New Age part 54. You can go back to the beginning. Entering into the New Age, we basically in interview saints that are in heaven. We call saints not saints from the Catholic Church who have done a miracle, but people who were Christians have passed on, and even other people who passed on that are qualified for heaven. I hope you enjoy this. I'll hand you over to Lou. Today we're going to interview God, so I know that in advance.
how do you know, Matthew? What if I've changed my mind? Oh, well, we're interviewing God. We always speak to Papa at least once a week. So if we miss it, we carry it over. So welcome, Papa. Welcome, Jesus. Welcome, Holy Spirit. Welcome, Bethany. Welcome, June, and the inhabitant of heaven. So today, Papa, are you ready?
Matthew's tired, but we'll do it anyway.
Mm, Matthew is always tired. He doesn't need to tell me, Papa. He can keep that to himself. He just say, it's Papa I'm asking question, not Matthew. Matthew, stop putting words in Papa's mouth. So, but you are good, Papa, isn't it? Apart from the vessel being tired.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh my God. So, Papa, my first question is, how is it going in heaven thus far?
We've had a lot of traumatic events in heaven. People
Wow.
have been judged. People have left heaven. People are coming back. But people are coming back more obedient. You imagine
Mm,
being a teacher, teaching in class for 3 years, having your students hold back and hold back and hold back after each
yeah.
year. And then finally in the fourth year and finally say, I've had enough. You aren't applying what I taught. I've had enough, and it's reached that stage in heaven. It's time for people to really pay attention or go away.
Wow. Isn't it sad, Papa, that people have to go to hell to sit up?
Yeah, uh,
And there are people that have gone there twice already, isn't it? They go and
yeah,
then come back and then go again.
yeah.
Wow.
It's really sad.
What's wrong with man? What is
Makes
damaged?
makes Matthew think he's delusional. Actually, to be honest,
Oh, why does it make him think delusional?
you think heaven would be a nice place. You think you'd conform and start behaving the way that heaven wants you to behave. There really is not anything wrong with heaven. There shouldn't be anything stopping you from participating in heaven's ways. But when we brought out the resource pack, Charlie
Yeah,
actually thought everyone was going to participate in that because it was made specifically for each person, but many people didn't even bother with it, didn't even bother to try and start to proceed. They just ignored it, and so it's sad, you know. I've been happy the last few weeks with the
yeah.
discipline, but I'm not particularly happy with the process. You 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 you're really right. Someone shouldn't have to be uh, thrown into hell for a week or two for them to get their act together. They
Yeah.
should get their act together naturally because we asked them to. But it's sad that people
Yeah.
have to suffer. And yeah,
Surely there's something damaged in man, in human being.
yeah.
What's that? What's damage in us that we don't listen?
Meanwhile, we've been rescuing people who did
Oh,
deserve help.
oh
Uh, and
wow.
we've been taking them out of hell like Epstein, and they're really obedient. They really come on and thrust us. It's like we should swap both
That's
areas.
what I'm thinking.
Completely swap them.
Yeah. Papa, I'm so happy that you are picking people that have been in hell all their life. You're bringing them to heaven. This is so beautiful because they will do whatever you want them to do. You want them to lick your foot, they will do it straight away because they've learned the hard way. But the ones that were brought to heaven are at this spot. They have this sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
And it's so difficult to just turn their heart around because some of them have been in heaven for centuries and they've always done whatever they want to do. Now you're telling them, no, you have to walk this way. That's the problem, isn't it? Man doesn't like following rules. Wow.
It can be a challenge, and it's challenging for me. But I want friends. I want to walk with people. I want to talk with people. I want to fellowship with people.
Yeah.
I want to have something in common with people to talk about. Matthew, to give you an example, Matthew makes cyber friends, and sometimes he gets to talk to one and even gets to talk to one offline, so it's not costing him. But he's got nothing in common. Like the person hasn't got much theological understanding, hasn't got much Christian growth. There's nothing to talk about, and that's how it is with a lot of people in heaven. I can't really talk in depth with them, and I want them to be on my level. I want to walk with them and talk with them like Adam did with me, and while ever people don't progress, there's nothing to really talk about.
Wow. And I guess further, you want more people, isn't it? You don't want to continue to speak to the ones you have now. You want that cycle to grow bigger. That's what you're saying there, Papa.
Yeah,
Because
I want everyone to reach a stage where they're intimate with me and intimate with Jesus, intimate with the Holy Spirit. We come across the fact that the Bible has been corrupted, and we've
yeah.
released a new Bible, a new foundation for each of the faiths, and some people aren't even reading that Bible. They're not even spending time reading that Bible, and it's like it's like everyone's on holidays and they've been given the authority not to go back to work, and so they're staying on holidays and they're not doing anything. They're just staying
Wow.
on holidays and relaxing, and you know
Wow.
they're in their own little paradise. But
Wow.
there's work to be done to be
Yeah.
close to me, to grow close to me. It's like uh, it's like they're in Disney World and they're not even approaching the Disney characters and interacting with them. They're just looking around and saying, "Oh, I'm at Disney World."
Wow. Yeah. I understand what you mean, Papa. But I guess, Papa, you still need to be happy because you know that we human beings are very stubborn. But that's how we are. So don't let that affect your mood. Enjoy heaven. Enjoy having the children, the ones that are willing now, just enjoy them. And the ones that you're worrying about, when the time comes, they will come around as well. And especially the ones that you're bringing out of hell, they want to serve you. So maybe those set of people, you can build an intimate relationship with them. Have you been doing that already?
Yeah, some of the elite have been coming from Earth, that coming from hell, that were really evil in the world, and they're surprised to come to heaven and surprised with the new leadership of heaven, and are very obedient and ready to go on.
Mm.
The answer has been not to bring the people back when their relatives want them back, but only to bring them back when June says they've had enough and they're ready.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It
Absolutely.
proves that grace and mercy isn't enough sometimes. Judgment has to play its course.
Absolutely. Because it was just like Billy Graham that I was arming about, like, oh, you're going to bring him, Papa, you will bring him back. And he said, don't talk about me anymore. I'm enjoying it. Just stay in this place. So, well, He's not enjoying the bliss, but you understand what I mean, Papa. So people need to get to a stage when they're willing, they're ready to obey. If they're not ready, there's no point. So it's not about relative wanting. Relative will always want to have their loved ones, but is their loved ones prepared to do what it is? But Papa, I always wonder, what do you see in us that we cannot see in ourselves?
I see your potential. I see your ability to press on. Uh, some of the reactions, some of the things that happen here in heaven happen because Matthew gets to a state of frustration, and the judgment started because I got in a state of I've had enough, and Matthew got in a state, and Ben stepped in. So I can see how much you can handle. I can see how much you can persevere, and often you can't see it.
Wow. Why can't we see it? Is it because we lack faith or trust in you, or we're short-sighted?
You just can't see the future. You're not able to see that there's more uh, grace past the place where you have had enough, that you can be renewed and you can be
Hmm.
refreshed and you can be recalibrated into the purpose. So sometimes you think enough is enough, and
Yeah.
you're finished with the grace, and we can pile on more grace and mercy and give you further ability. And to be honest, um, Matthew thought the breakthrough was great, and then the people settled into complacency again. He noticed
Wow.
that they weren't growing, and so it's a continual effort, hoping that the people who are in heaven now are really listening and are really being attentive and really applying what's being said.
Wow. It seems as if we are misunderstanding you, Papa. And what do you wish we knew about your intentions? Because maybe if we're clear about why you want us to be, why you want us to build or to desire an intimate relationship with you, maybe it will change the way people think about things. Do you think we misunderstand that fact that you just want to have relationship with your children, which you are entitled to have, of course?
Uh, I think uh, I think whilst heaven is created to give you food and drink and supply clothes and supply a place to eat and a place to relax and a place to live. I think whilst people are supplied everything they need, they don't seem to think that they need to know me or fellowship with me or have a friendship with me. And, you know,
Mm.
maybe a part of their house should start disappearing. Like a third of their house and half their house, three-quarters of their house should start disappearing as they run out of time between now and when they're kicked out and sent to hell. Maybe they should get a physical warning in their house as it slowly disappears before uh, we take action.
Wow. Papa, I'm here. I'm just trying to close the window. The sun is coming in. Wow. You really, really want intimate relationship with us, isn't it,
Well,
Papa?
any father should deserve it, you know.
Absolutely.
Any father should have it. I've done everything, you know. If people don't want to live with me, they should go to hell. They should go out of my presence. Um, this
Absolutely.
this is my place. This is my abide. This is eternal life. People of the witchcraft faith really love me. They really have turned on to me. But it seems unless you're my enemy, you can't really adjust and do the things heaven wants you to do.
Wow. It's really sad. But I guess Now, Papa, it's like you're waking up to the fact that you need to take things in a hard way for people to understand the message. But what you just said there is quite important because people go and then they still become complacent when they come back again. So it seems as if there'll continue to be this cycle of complacency and people are waking up, then they go sleep, then they wake up. That's tiring, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sad.
Do you think we are like this because while we were on earth, we didn't really have a relationship with it? So we've gotten used to not having a direct relationship with God, but we know there's a God that exists and we just continue to live our life. Do you think that complacency stems from the type of relationship we have with you while on earth? Because we disconnect with you in most situations.
Yeah, that can be the case. People rarely know me and rarely care. You don't really have to have a good relationship with me to make your life work on earth,
Absolutely.
and
Abs-
and that gets carried out over to heaven. And it was true of heaven until a few months ago, that
Mm,
you didn't have to have a good relationship with me. But I've had enough. I don't come on this platform and allow my people to come on this platform 400 times without something
Absolutely.
happening.
Absolutely. I agree with you, Papa. Something needs to happen. Something needs to happen. Wow. Do you to be candid, I don't know whether this question is even valid because I'm thinking, which part of your character do we know the least that is having a negative impact on us? Can't we see that you're a loving God? Because every child will want to build a relationship with a God that is loving like you are.
They don't feel the need, they don't feel the compulsion, they don't feel the desire to build a relationship with me because there's no fear. And having
Wow.
having all those people disappear has developed fear in some, but many of them have lulled themselves back to sleep.
Mm,
And you know, um, yeah, I don't want to cancel heaven, but I get close to wanting to shut the whole thing down and just having my friends here and having
wow.
everyone else leave.
Wow. 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 Oh, Papa, we don't want you to get to that state. You just remind me of Noah's day when you canceled the whole earth. But when you go through, say that I've had enough. Man, it's sad, isn't it, Papa, that you're thinking this way? Means you really got to the end of yourself.
Yeah,
But do you still have hope that things can change?
not really.
Wow.
And it's a good thing that I'm not in charge anymore.
Hmm. Because you will have done something that might not be palatable.
Yeah,
Oh, I could see frustration in you, Papa, today. I've never seen you frustrated this way.
yeah, I know.
I'm not sure whether people listening in heaven, whether they're seeing this and they're seeing the extent of your frustration.
Yeah, they've just driven me to a point that, I was happy. I'm getting sad again now.
Oh, please, Papa, don't get sad again. Don't get sad again. It's like anyone, Papa, that is not making you happy, send them out of heaven. It's not going to be that way anymore, where you have to be the one that keeps tormenting yourself, being sad because of children that could care less about you, Papa. So you don't need to spend your time being sad for them and no going back. You have to go forward. Anyone that is not making you happy, send them out.
Yeah,
If you don't want to send them to hell, send them to paradise. So far, they're not within your vicinity. Anyone
yeah,
that needs to stay in heaven has to be someone that wants to serve you and loves you. Any other person, no mercy, out of the door. That's
yeah.
it,
You
Papa.
you you do it now.
Oh my God. I should do it now.
You do
Well,
it now.
I am more compassionate. So I would say anyone that is in heaven right now that doesn't love God or doesn't care about his kingdom and only care about themselves, you can all be sent to paradise now. Go.
Yeah.
That's it. We only want the ones that love God. Enough of him being sad. He's been sad for centuries. Now we don't want him to go back down spiral into sadness again. When you can change, you can speak to your father. And if you don't want to, if you just want to be having fun, then go have fun in paradise.
Yeah.
That's it. Done.
Yeah.
It's sad, Papa. I don't want you to go back into that mood again. Wow. To be candid, I don't even want to question you anymore, Papa, today.
What do you want to talk about?
I just feel that you're not in a great mood to be asking questions.
Let's talk about June. Let's talk about my friends.
Okay, let's talk about your friend. Who's your best friend now?
John.
John Lennon.
Yeah.
Wow. Ah, what makes him your best friend?
Someone else. We heard that someone else was closer. Who was closer? Matthew forgets.
Is it not C.S. Lewis?
Yeah, well, he's close too, but John has laboured all the way to get close to me, especially in the last couple of weeks.
Wow. You know, Papa, I knew John said something, said he was yearning to be close to you. Then he got close to you and he saw that you needed his help.
Yeah.
He wasn't expecting to see that.
We've been spending good time together, you know?
Wow.
I've
Wow.
been having fun in the cigar lounge. You
Oh.
really needed to do what you did right now, you know?
Oh, I didn't know I had to do that.
Yeah.
But it seems as if I'm more compassionate. I didn't send them to
Some of the
hell.
people who recently came out of hell had like one day in heaven, 3 weeks, and didn't get their act together, and they're now in paradise.
Yeah, they can be in paradise. Papa, let them just stay in paradise. You don't want them to suffer. They just want to have fun. They don't care about you. Then let them go have fun in paradise. And then you can just separate yourself from them. Because I'm sure John doesn't want you to be sad again. No one wants you to be sad. So we want you to be happy, Father. So it's very important to us that you are happy because the sadness does not change anything, isn't it, Papa? It's just like when I desire something from you and then I feel sad about it. Usually I'm like, this sadness is not changing the situation. So I just have to take it a day at a time. So, Papa, just take it a day at a time for now. Surround yourselves with the ones you love. So you said John is quite close to you now, Papa. It
Yeah,
seems your close friends are always changing,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, changing in and out.
Yeah. So what excites you about John?
His determination,
Wow.
his faith, the strength of his faith.
It's come.
He
It's
has
come along.
faith enough for himself and faith enough for me.
Wow. So what do you do together?
We go for walks and go for coffee, go for meals, go to musicals. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
They can have the resource pack in paradise, and
Yeah, they could.
when they get to realm 3, when they qualify for realm 3, they can come back
They'll
into
come
heaven.
back. Absolutely. Papa, that's better way, isn't it? Yeah, they can continue in paradise because it's not that they are evil, they're just complacent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is two different things. So the ones that are stubborn, that do not want to change, like Billy Graham is never wanting to change, then hell is a better place for him. So it's so interesting, Papa, that we can live in heaven and we could care less about you. On earth, you have to abide by the law of the country you're living, isn't it? Whether you like it or not, you have to abide. So why can't people abide by the law of heaven? Do you think we've gotten so used to free will that we find it difficult to listen.
That could be the case. Matthew's pretty tired. Sometimes it's hard for him to get answers, but free will sort of stops people. You're right about living in a country. It's got its rules and its laws. People are afraid to cross its laws, but uh, the laws of love, the commandments and the parables still
Yeah.
exist in heaven, and people of heaven aren't operating according to the laws of love that are laid down by Jesus. So that's why it was important for you to finish your books so people
Yeah.
can come in
Yeah.
and align themselves in that way.
Yeah. I'm glad it's done. The last book has been published this, I think, yesterday. Yeah, that was quite a painful process for me, especially the commandment, but I'm glad it's done now. But Papa is so interesting that I didn't even think that there was any sense of urgency in me doing that book. Because I was thinking, yeah, we've got commandment book already, a parable book. This is just my own perspective of what it is. So it's good it's done now.
Yeah,
Matthew, how are you feeling?
I'm all right. You can talk about someone else if you like.
Okay. So you do you mean with Papa, someone else?
Yeah.
You want okay, okay. Papa, how's your relationship with June?
Yeah, she's really good. She's taking control and running the reins of things and controlling things, bringing in training, bringing discipline, have monitoring people going through their resource books, organizing the angelic or organizing
Wow.
different things.
Wow. Man. So June gives you update of what is going on in heaven
Yeah,
because of
every morning.
wow.
Like the president gets a briefing, a security
Oh
briefing each morning.
wow.
Me and Jesus get a briefing off June each morning.
Wow, that's so good.
Yeah,
Wow. How would we know that we needed June in heaven for heaven to change? Who would have thought?
yeah. Well,
My God.
she knew about that. She was just waiting for us to be ready and willing to submit to change.
Wow. And now you are willing, but heaven is still unwilling. But the change has to happen whether we like it or not. Because that's why, Papa, you got the people in the witchcraft mountain, they're already used to discipline. They're already used to doing what they're told
Yeah,
when they were serving Lucifer. So it's so easy for them to
yeah,
be obedient. But Christians are spoiled.
yeah.
They're used to doing
It's
things
not so much
wherever.
the Christians, it's people of every religion.
Ah, I thought it was just Christians. Like,
No,
there's
not just the Christians.
wow, that's interesting. I wouldn't expect that because I'm thinking Muslim is a very firm religion. You either obey or you're persecuted or you're killed or something like that. So I'm so surprised. Mm. So it's human beings overall.
Yeah.
Thank you, Papa. Let me pick another friend of yours, the one that I feel that you're close to. Mm. Matthew, give me how is your friendship with Tiffany?
She's good. She's doing really well. She's been a great support to me. And
Uh,
she asks good questions and she provides good answers and she dispatches the work to her mountain and she's a real joy.
oh, that's beautiful, isn't it?
Matthew woke himself up last night and June was preaching to the people on earth. Like he
Wow.
woke himself up and she was preaching and sharing a message.
Wow. That does not look like
That's
Matthew.
what happened when he initially met all the people, because Epstein was preaching to them all.
Wow. Now June is preaching to them.
Yeah,
So
I was
interesting.
subconscious, and she was talking. One day I was Matthew. One day Matthew was preaching, and he fell asleep in the middle of his preaching, and then he woke up and he heard himself preaching. He had to listen to what he's preaching to take over what he was saying. His spirit was preaching.
My God, even when he's asleep, his spirit was still in action.
Yeah.
Wow. Does our spirit sleep, Papa, when we sleep?
A spirit's always awake.
Oh, so it's the body and probably the soul that rest.
Yeah.
Then the spirit is the one we see in the dream, is our spirit.
Yeah.
Wow, wow. Things of the spirit are so deep, Papa. How are you able to create human beings in this beautiful way?
Uh, mine and Jesus, and the Holy Spirit's design.
Wow. Human beings are the best design I've ever seen, Papa. And you design us so differently, so differently. And the races as well, they're so beautiful just to have different races and we all have the same blood flowing in us. Wow. What about Ben, Papa? Are you still close to Ben?
Yeah, he's a good friend. You can close off any time you like now.
Matthew, is it because you are done?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Oh, Matthew, when did we start?
I don't know, about 7.
8 a.m. Oh, that's your own. Okay, that's 7 a.m. Okay. Okay, at least, Papa, we've achieved something today, isn't it? It
Yeah.
wasn't a waste. So maybe this was why we're supposed to have this conversation today. Since Matthew is tired, I don't want to continue to force him because the conversation will not be interesting either way. So thank you, Papa. We love you and keep holding the heaven together.
Right.
And June.
Thanks, everyone.